Hey, we did it. We did it. Don't say anything. It's only $7, but green is green. Hey, fellow traders, it's Black Coffee Trader coming at you here on a Wednesday, April the 2nd. And yes, we managed to have a green day, a very, very, very small green day, but it was green. $7 is $7. Green is better than red. Let's put it that way. So what I decided to do, man, this volatility is crazy. Trump speaking at 4 o'clock. I'm assuming that's what's going on. And it is, wow, should be trying to pass some emails right now. But anyway, try not to get distracted too much. So big picture today, really, let's look at NQ. Yeah, this should probably give you the clearest indication here. So this morning, gosh, where did we open? I can't remember for sure. We opened somewhere around the, 925, 9300, 19300s. So we opened right here, and it literally was just nothing but straight up pretty much. And my initial game plan was, if I felt like this was a pretty big area, this red area from the 600s to the 700s, I felt like that could be rejection area, or if we get above it, maybe we push further up. And we did, but we kind of gave it back. And now with this market volatility here end of day, I'm very curious to see where this goes, and maybe we give up the whole day here. But anyway, goodness. So I was looking for this to either hold for longs or rejections in here. And if we fell below, I was looking for holds here in the 250 to 300 area, we'll call it, or rejections below that, and then looking at this big level down below. That was kind of the big picture. And then on ES, it was pretty much a similar situation. I kind of had this major level up here. This is the FOMC high from a couple of weeks ago. And then this is just this major area around the 5700s to 5770s, we'll call it. And then there's a couple little areas down here below that I was looking as well. So just kind of really being careful on, man, sorry, it's hard not to be distracted by this market. Gosh, I should have went long with some, or short with some evals here. Almost did actually. But anyway, so what I decided to do today to get to green is I broke my accounts into, I took the lowest balances first. So this one here that's up 90, this one that's up 90, and this one's up to 90. Those were the first three I traded. And I decided I'm going to work on those until I'm happy with where they are, green or red, and then move on. And that's what I did. Got those up to green. Let's look at the trades I took. I might have only taken one or two. That would be 84. Right here. We took a long. I think that might have been pretty much it. I think if I remember right, I took an oil trade, an early morning oil trade that was a small loss. And then I jumped in twice here on this break and retest of the 500s. And caught it for a nice little move up about $100, locked those accounts out. And then I flipped to my Tradify accounts, and we took those on a wild and woolly ride. We took those, I think, if I remember right, I had them down about 250 maybe. And I don't think I traded those on NQ. I think most of the trades I took, holy crap, look at this market. From the 20,050s, and we have almost given back everything we just had made today. Wow, as far as market goes. So on ES, gosh, we've given back, we're all the way back down to the open here on ES. Wow, tariff news must not be good. On ES, let's go to the Tradify accounts. And yeah, we kind of had a roller coaster. Took a short here looking for rejection, didn't play. Another one there, didn't play. Then took a really nice long here, got out of there with a pretty nice win, and then took a short immediately. This was a really good trade, couple of trades here. We took the break and retest long, caught it for a really nice move up about, what is that? About $120. And then we immediately shorted it when we started to reject this. We immediately shorted it and caught the move all the way back down for another about $100. So that was really good there. And then maybe that was it. Yeah, looks like that was it. That was really the trades that got that back into green. And we locked out at $16 in profit. I might have taken, I wonder if I took something on YM. No. Seems to me like there should be another trade somewhere. Yeah, there's the loss I had in the morning on oil. Apparently not. Must have just been. I don't see anything here. Must have just been those losers this morning. So let's look at that. Yeah, we were down about 200, I guess. Not quite as far as what I thought, but basically got them back. So that was a win. And then the last accounts that I traded were the red ones, these three red ones, and those kind of up and down. I think I had them at one point. We were down almost 400 on them. Took some just had some unfortunate trades. Let's put it that way. I'm not really dissatisfied with the trades I took here. Kind of a break and retest long, didn't play. This one here, we had a power outage and my levels got all messed up. I had to redo them. I was in a trade when the power went out and it kind of unnerved me and I just killed everything when I came back and I shouldn't have. This somehow was in a, I feel like this might have been a reverse position because I was long the market when we lost power. So somehow I had a loss there. And anyway, but then here looking for a break and retest of this 5700 area on ES, that rejected in a pretty healthy loss there. But I then realized that this is actually retesting short. This was a tough short to get. It was really kind of a sluggish short, even though it was a nice little trade. So I then jumped back on NQ. Let's go to 83 on NQ. I grabbed this long right here when we bounced off VWAP. That's really when I started to notice that we bounced off of VWAP. Let me just make sure I got my bearings straight. That was at the 19.7s. So if you go into the 15-minute chart, and it's right here, when we bounced off of this VWAP, which was right above the 600 area, and these overnight lows between yesterday and today, we held above that strongly and pushed out of it. That was this setup right here. And I went long right here at the yesterday's high of days and just rode that trade up for a pretty nice win there, about 130 bucks on that account, and kind of brought him back. But just a lot of little nickel and dime losses throughout the day, just a lot of fake outs and maybe a couple that I probably shouldn't have taken, but overall pretty happy with the way that I ended up trading today. And I really like the fact of just taking a couple accounts and pushing them and trying to get them across to up to where I'm happy with them and then kind of moving on. So anyway, that's that. So we'll take that as a win. I'm going to probably try to do the same thing for a while and just string together some green days. I don't care how big they are. We just need to get some wins under our belt. Today, $7. Hello, nothing really, but green is green. 50% win rate today. Nothing super spectacular, but yeah. So that's what we're looking for. I want to see some green on the charts. I don't really care about the net number. I'm looking at green days and getting some wins and trying to get some confidence back. So that's the game plan. That's what we're working on. So once again, I want to say thank you for hanging out, following along. Thank you, new subscribers. And also, I misspoke the other day. You'll see in this little slide deck here below, there's going to be a pop-up coming up for Take Profit Trader. That 30% sale is still going on. A couple of days ago, I said that it was ending, and I don't know what I was thinking, but I was incorrect. That 30% off sale with Take Profit Trader is still going on. So basically, like a 50K account, you can get it for 119 bucks. If you pass it, you have a funded account for 120. There you go. Take Profit Trader, 30% off no activation fees. So if you're looking for Take Profit accounts, if you choose to use my code, I appreciate it. Helps me out, supports the channel, and I thank you for doing that. So as always, appreciate everybody and supporting me and following along on my trading journey. So hopefully you had a good day today, and we'll try to survive the FOMO here on this massive red move here into the day. But anyway, okay, I'm going to sign off. I'll leave you with that, and we'll try to be back at it tomorrow. And I guess until next time, take care, trade well, and so long.